Right, folks, just in Bluefin, there's a bit of a big Christmas sale going on and a big new stocking. There's stuff everywhere. Look at all these boxes of goodness that are being emptied. Loads of stuff going on here. Rigs being made. TV on in there. Guess who's on that one? Me, but guess who's on this one? Mike. I've just come here for some bait and show you what bait they've got now and what they do. I've got an interesting rig to try tonight, which I think is going to do the damage. So I'm going to have a look around the shop now, get myself some bits, and I'll show you the bait in a second. But it's pretty much everything you could possibly want here, people. Everything. If I haven't got it here, you won't find it anywhere else. So we'll have a look in the fridge. There's loads of stuff coming back in stock. The squid wraps, the crabs, the mussels, the vampire squid. There's literally everything in here. Look, got ilex squid, whatever that is. Don't know what one of them is.
Big ass squid.
Big ass squid. Box squid, cuttlefish, your hermit crabs, riser fish, sardines, capling. I don't know what a capling is. Roach and all other bits. Loads more coming in too. I've got me bait. As you see, I've been into Bluefin. I'm on the Menai now. I'm not exactly sure where to go yet. It's more of a recce trip. I don't know to go further that way, down that way, or even that way. This is a chance and hope sort of thing. Cod is the target, I'm not going to lie. For the next 2 or 3 months, every time I go fishing, I'll be putting a rod out for the cod. Here, on this mark, knowing, having fished it with hooker on the boat, just out there and there, having fished over that side of the bridge on that platform and catching a load of fish from over there, big fish, and having stuff all from round here and from further down. The cod I had the other day was only 2 minutes down there, so I know I'm in the area where I've been, but it doesn't work like that, does it, with fishing? I could be here one day, then gone the next. I've no idea where to go. Might have a recce there, I might have a drive round and drop on another spot. It's just a recce, but there is going to be fish in this video, because if you're watching it now, I promise you I'll catch a fish, or more than one fish. As I say, I've just been into Bluefin, picked up my bait. I've got some peeler crab, some other bits, some hermit crab, some riser clams, some bits and bobs. And it's an amazing shop. I had a look at all the clothing range they have on offer. I had a look at all the terminal tackle. I'll be given a few rigs to try. Hey, this rig I've been given to try, the Gemini lead clips. Is it a lead clip? The lead ejector clip is in like blue, the same colour as this blue top, and it is an exclusive blue. It's a Bluefin tackle. You know, they've only made them for them. There's a little thing for you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to work out. There is boats anchored up fishing where I've been thinking of going. So it's always good to see a fishing boat where you want to go, because there's fish around here. It just looks like an absolute snag pit. Everywhere I'm looking, it's just like, just boulders and boulders and boulders. On the plus side, I can see a mile or two each way, and there's no other anglers. Or is that a bad thing? There's anglers on the boat, but there's no other anglers on the bank. So is that telling me there's no fish here, or is it too snaggy, or what? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Getting down to this mark in the little Seat Blaster 69 was an absolute nightmare. There's ramps and potholes and everything. But I'm here now. I'm going to get the rod set up. There's definitely going to be one rod out for cod all night on a big cocktail bait with crab, worm, squid, mussel, whatever, a bit of everything in it. And I think the other one's going to be a big fishy bait, because I know you get a lot of huss and conger around here. It's a beautiful evening, but it's very cold. So yeah, I don't know. Next time you see me, I should be settled round here, there, or around there, and I'll show you what's going on. It might be dark by the time I'm set up and that. But I just wanted to give you the intro and let you know what's going on. I'm on the Menai. There's snow on the hills in the back, look. Absolutely covered in snow. He's got a fish on that boat, I think. He's just stood on, oh my God, he's stood on the front of it. What's he doing? Don't know if he's doing it for a reason, but he stood on the front of the boat. Who knows? Maybe he just likes being there. But yeah, let's go and get the rods. Have another little look on Google Maps and see what's happening. But yeah, I'm down here now. There's nobody for miles each way. And I want to try and get one of them unicorns again. Or just a few us or a bass or whatever. I don't even mind if I catch a few doggies in a little strap congo. I just want to have a few fish. So yeah, I'm rabbiting on too much. I'll see you when I'm settled and fishing somewhere. Bye. They say there's always somebody with you, don't they? Well, I'm down here on my own in the middle of nowhere, and this little fella decides to join me. Hello, mate. There's nobody for miles each way, and he's come to see me. It's not like there's anything here to see, just on the Straits. Wouldn't be surprised if this little dude stays here all night. Absolutely brilliant. Hey, I'll have to give him a bit of worm on. He's basically sat on my foot there. Hey, what's up, mate? You couldn't get any closer. What's up, my little mate? Absolutely brilliant. Right then, after about 20 minutes at that other spot and 10 or 15 minutes driving around and a few phone calls and getting people to drop me pins and looking and doing a bit of research online, I'm here. I'm still on the Menai. I'm not a million miles away from where I was, but I'm a good 10 or 15 minutes away. I'm back on the Menai. I'm sure people who fish here might recognise it from the rocks and that. And yeah, I'm here. I've not set the rods up yet. I'm just going to show you what's going on here. As I say, I went into bluefin earlier, and this is my setup. I have some peeler crab from bluefin. The worms wasn't from bluefin. Mr. Hooker managed to get me some fresh worm, so cheers, Hooker. These are from bluefin, and these are from bluefin. We're going to make some wraps. We're going all out. I've got some fishy baits in there, but I'm just going all out for cod baits, you know. Hermit crabs, peeler crabs, worm and mussel. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's get me a new bait in here because I lost my other one. I'm going to try some of these rigs and I'm going to get the rods in. I have no idea what to expect out there. I don't know how deep it is. I don't know how snaggy it is. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if the flow's going to run through and wipe me out. I know nothing. So people, this is literally a recce, but there's something exciting out there about fishing a new mark. You know, I've always liked the adventure, and this was an adventure getting down to here. I've had to walk through gates, through stuff, over bits and that. I love the adventure, new things. It's always good in it to keep it fresh in a way when you're fishing, and I'm excited to be here. I don't want to get snagged all night, but looking at the way the rock lay is now going into the water, there's a very good chance it could be a snag fest. I can't be a shooting star. There's no shooting stars out yet. There's no stars out. Someone just whipped across the sky really fast then. We're not alone, people. But anyway, I'm going to get the rigs on, get the baits on, and get the rods in. I'm about an hour before low water. I'm going to fish it up for 2 hours and I want to get off. I've, had a rookie, assessed where I'm going. And I've worked out that I need to be leaving here a couple hours before, just in case I get cut off. And that's leaving an hour or two spare. I could probably fish it all the way up to Lie and go over the rock, but, I want to be safe. It looks a bit kelpy on the foot, and it is, kelp and seaweed, but it's really flat and solid. It's nothing like the rock I was on the other night. I've just seen a massive seal, literally, all around here, going up and bobbing down. But I don't know what to think. What do you think about the seals? My best ever session has been when the seals have been active. They're there for fish, aren't they? But some people say if the seals are there, pack up and go home. I don't mind the seals being there as long as I don't catch one. Anyway, I'm talking too much again. I'm here now after it's been 2 hours since I left wanting to go fishing. I've only travelled about 3 miles. I've been up and down and round, driving down lanes, up and over rocks, through gates, through walkways, through coastal paths, and I've ended up here. And I could well blank, but we'll give it a go. So yeah, subscribe and I'll show you if we catch anything. The rods are finally ready to go in. They'll put a bit of light on them. I'll show you what's going on. This is a clip down type. Let me just show you this. These are from Bluefin, and they're the blue things I was on about. Exclusive colour to Bluefin, them from Gemini. Now, I've never liked using this type of thing before, but this is more like a mechanism. I'm holding the phone with one hand, so I can't really show you too much. I'll show you better in the daylight when I've got a bit more time. When this hits the water under there totally ejects it. Pop. And off it goes. So that is my first. Well, I've used them before, but not that type. Just where you clip the lead on the what do you call it? The ring thing. The ring thing. When you clip the lead on the ring thing and expect it to eject on its own. But with this mechanism here, you load it, push it, pull it down. Now you push it up, put your lead in. It's hard for me to show you because I've got one hand, but the lead clips in, and when it hits the water, ping, and it forces it out. On the left rod, I'm going to have just a slightly smaller bait. All baits got a mixture of mussel, crab, worm, squid. They're both on pennel rigs, pulley rigs, but single hook pulleys. I like the single hooks because it's easy to unhook the fish if you get one. And sometimes the bait can slide around the hook, but that's a different story, which we'll talk about another day. So yeah, we're ready to go. I know you can't see much now, but you can see the the rod tips, and I'm on the Menai, and that's all you need to know unless we get any fish. Let's get the rods in. Now, I've always said I've not really liked this type of thing, the clips, because I'm always paranoid that the bait is going to be stuck to the lead, but the way this one works and pushes it out, I've got a bit of confidence in it. And should it ever come back just once and it's still attached to the clip, I will never, ever, 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 ever use one again. So I'm hoping every time I bring it back, it comes off. Because if it comes back still attached like that, my OCD and thinking that it's going to be clipped there will never be the same again fishing. It has to come undone every time, or I'll have bought the clip and never use it again. But for now, I've got trust in it, and the mechanism in it looks absolutely perfect, to be fair. As I say, we're after a cod, I'm not going to lie. I don't know this part of the Menai, but I fish, you know, in and around here, and you always get huss, congers, bass. Oh, something just jumped out there, and it sounded absolutely massive. It was like right here, and I don't know what it was, but it was bloody big. Let's get this in. I don't even know how far out I've got to go. I don't know nothing about the mark. So, let's whip this big ball of goodness out and hope for a unicorn. Wash! Yeah, I could be straight in the snag there, I could be straight in the main flow, I could be in a kelp bed, I don't know. What I better do is get prepared with some new baits and some new rigs, because I'm only here for, when it starts flooding, I'm going to fish for an hour or two. I don't want to be here too long, because I don't know the mark that well, and I don't want to be out too late. You know how I roll, a couple hours fishing, get in, get out, have a bite and go. Having fun along the way. But yeah, we will just have to see how we go. As I say, the rods are in. We can't do no more. The baits are good. The rigs are good. I have got a few mackerel, and I don't want to put a fishy bait on if I think there's a chance of a codling out there. I don't really want to sling a mackerel out for the congers or the us. But it almost is certainly a banker on the straights. You know, if you put a fishy bait on in the deep bit in the straights, you're going to pick us and conger up. But I think I'm just going to hold out and go all or nothing. It don't mean I won't pick nothing up on these baits. You know, if I could pick up a huss or a conger or whatever on this, I'd be more than happy. But the ultimate target is a codling. Did just have a bite on the left one. Wasn't nothing fantastic. It was a little bing bing. Ooh. I was literally just had a walk 5 yards that way. Just had a look at that little beach I was on about. As I've turned around, I've just caught it going ding ding. Looked a bit like a doggy bite, to be honest, but it was something. Right, I'm going to get some baits made up, some big cocktail baits, get some rigs baited up, ready to clip on and go. Just so if I do it a snag, I'm ready to get it straight back in. That beach was interesting. That beach is interesting. That excites me. Oh, that's a bite, isn't it, surely? Oh, yeah. Go on, then. Go on, then, son. That's about 20 minutes into the first cast, that. I was just tying a rig, which I have threw on the rock, which I'll probably never find now. That was a bite, though. Clear bite. I've been having quite a bit of crab activity for the last 10 minutes. Just slightly little ones, but that was more of a bite, that one was. Don't want to bring it in case it snags. I'll literally give that another 5 minutes at most, and then I'll change that. I'll check on. I've been in 20 minutes, I'd say now. I've tied a couple more rigs, made a couple of baits. I might, if I get snapped off, put a smaller 2-hook flapper on and fish some worms, see what is out there. That was a definite bite though, wasn't it? I'll bring you back if Kevin the cod comes back. Right then, the time has come to check them. I'll give them about 30-35 minutes, these rods, if not a bit longer, even though there's been like crab activity, because I have had a couple of pulls in between, so I thought I'd leave them, but nothing's happened. I'm guessing I've been smashed by the crabs, but that is the least of my worries. All as I would hope is I can get the rigs in. We're going to pump it straight up. That's what we expected. That's gone. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I thought that would have been the case. It looks snaggy. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Right, what went? The lot's gone. I have nothing. Let's check the upper rod, eh? No. Come on. Give me this one back. I need this one. Then it's not too bad. We can salvage it. Come on, keep coming. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. At least it's not both of them. Right, let's knock this torch off or I'm going to bloody blind you. Right. The bait ejected from the lead, so that's a good thing. If that would have been stuck to the lead, I'd have had no faith. Now I trust them. Right, I'm going to get this one back out first. Then I'm going to put another rig on there. 2 casts, 1 snag. Right, we'll see what happens with the next 2 casts. Could it be 4 casts, 3 snags? 4 casts, 1 snag? 4 casts, 2 snag? I don't know, but I think I'm definitely going to be using a rotten bottom next time I come here. I'll have to get something sorted. I'm sure you'll be seeing how it evolves in the next few videos, but I definitely need a rotten bottom there. I'm fishing over a lot of snags. Right, I'll get these rods back out and I'll let you know what goes on, if anything. We go again. Another big ball of, what is it? Peeler crab, hermit crab, squid, lugworm, mussel. There's a bit of everything in there. You know, you can't deny better on the ejector system, whatever you call it. I feel like I'm driving a jet now. I'm on the ejector seat. I'm going to get this one back out while I get a rig on the other rod. That is right out in the menai, that one. That went far. You know what, I've got a lot more confidence in them, I don't know, whatever you call them. You know, the things that shoot the lead away. That is definitely at the flow though, because that has just pulled right round. I have just had a whacking bite on that one. I was on the phone and the rod has just gone wang, wang, wang. That was a big bite. That was like a massive whack, like a proper bang, bang, bang. That's probably the biggest bite I've seen, what I've had for a long time. Well, I'm going to get this other bait in. I'll show you what I've got on this one. I'm a bit like, that was a big bite. I've got probably about an hour's fishing here now till the tide gets me. That was a big bite. Well, let's get this other rod in. I'll show you what's going on. It's still there, it's still there, it's still there. That's on, that is. Come on. Yeah, good fish, really good fish. Yes. Really good fish, this, people. I'm going to make my way down nice and steadily. I'm not going to rush it. It's nodding. It's nodding. Oh, don't go in a snag. Do not go in a snag. Do not go in a snag. It's coming. It's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming. God, it feels really heavy. It's a big bull horse. I was just on the phone to, I'll tell you who I was on the phone to, Carry On Perry, Anglesey Tight Lines, about his multi-species comp, which I'm going to get involved in, so check it out. And I just said to him, I've got to go, big bite. And then it went quiet, and then it come back. And yeah, and then this happened. It's not as big as I thought, it's not a massive us, but that is a very, very, very welcome menai straight us. Yes, absolutely buzzing with that. Well, I'm going to get the rods back out. I did think it was a cod, to be fair, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get the rods out and go again. It is a bit muddy here, so I don't want to put myself at risk, but I want to get this fish as close to the shore as possible because I don't like launching them. It's a beautiful huss though. Look at him. He's a good one. He's a girthy huss. Yes, look at that. Oi! It's definitely a nice huss. Let's get him back as close as we can. I can't really go no closer than this because I can't risk slipping, but I'll do my absolute best to get this fish as close to the water as possible, because you all know what I'm like, fishing and fish. Safety is, yeah, so I'll do my best to get him as close to the water as I can without putting myself at risk. But that is a fat huss, look at that. Right, let's drop him in that bit. Yeah, he's off, look, here he goes. He just swam under the rock, actually. He's gone. Yay! Well, anyway, I've just put one of my rigs on here because I lost the other one. What rig did that huss come on, actually? That huss come on the clip down rig from Bluefin. Now, that serves me right, don't it? Because I've said now for months, I don't trust them clip down rigs. I don't like the way, just in case the hook doesn't, you know, engage from the lead and you're left with a bait on the lead. And, you know, it's the rig that the fish has come on. Yeah, it's all right. I will be back here. I don't want to stay much longer than another 20 minutes, half hour now, because the tide is creeping in, and I don't know the mark. I've had a good look round and I've assessed how quick the water will rise and that. You know, when it's a new mark, I always like to give myself loads of time to get out. I could probably fish for another 2 hours, 3 hours safely, but you know, I'm always cautious, especially at night. So I'm probably going to have another cast on each one now, and I've got some big balls of goodness. I'm going to put that big ball of goodness in, which has everything in, and then I'm going to rebait that clip down rig we'll add from Bluefin and chuck that in. I'm probably going to give them rods 20 minutes, half hour, and I'm probably going to get out of here. You know me, I'll show it as it is, and I'm just happy to come. See, that fish is enough for me. Most people would say, oh, that's a huss, you come for cod or this, that, the other. If I can come down here and have an hour or two and get a December bull huss, which is a good bull huss. That was a nice bull huss, that. It definitely wasn't a double. I've had some crackers from around here. I'll give myself £6 for it or something, which is not a bad huss, is it? I had that good bite before, so every cast which isn't in a snag seems to be doing a bite. So when I can work this out properly, work how long I can stay, get the rotten bottoms on for keeping me out the snags, you'd think you could come here and, like, you know, get some good fishing all winter, which is brilliant. So I'm going to get this rod in, get some bait on that other one I just caught the huss on, give them 20 minutes, then go and get a kebab, standard. So here we go. I've just put that rod back out, the one I just put that big ball of goodness on. I've just baited up again the rig with the is it splashdown, clip down, release, eject? I don't even know what they're called. And I've said I've not liked them for the last 4 or 5 videos. People keep asking. Well, this is my opinion now. These are the best little mechanisms on the market. Everybody should be using them. But yeah, yeah. Maybe I've been converted. Maybe this little convention here has converted me. If we get this back out, these are going to be the last 2 casts. I've just put a big bait out on that one, and I'm going to put this big bait out on that one. But as I say, I'm more than happy with that huss. Absolutely buzzing with that. I'm going to get this out, and I'm going to have a slow pack up. As I say, it was nice to come and try the mark. And that has really gone some. It was nice to come and check out a new mark, which has produced fish. And I dare say it's going to produce me plenty more fish. I like it. Just switch them rods over as this one's drifted a bit further than that one, or has it? Oh, I don't know. I think I might have tangled myself here. But you see it as it happens, people. You see it as it happens. Right. Oh, they look like they're both in exactly the same spot. Both them lines are going to exactly the same spot. I wouldn't be surprised if they're literally next to each other, them baits. They're probably going to get tangled on the way in, but I'm not going to move them now. I'm going to have a pack down to some gear and go from there, yeah. But the lines are literally just going like that, slowly getting closer together and got the same like drop. So, you know, that's a bit noddy-ish, isn't it? Putting 2 rods in the same spot. But keep your eye on them for the next 20 minutes and have a slow pack up, and You see, that's what it's about for me. Just like getting out and just getting a quick bend in the rod. That little fight there, not knowing what that was, it felt heavy, and it was heavy. It was £5 or £6, maybe 7. It was a huss. It wasn't massive. Definitely wasn't the biggest of husses at all, but you know, when that rod goes over and you've got something on, and you're like, it could be anything in the Menai Straits. You don't know what it was. And if that would have been a cod, that would have been a bloody cracking cod. And I was thinking, because bull huss kick as well, he did the big bite. He was doing the kick. I was like, here we go, here we go. And I'm more than happy with a huss, more than happy with that. So we just see what happens with them. I'm going to get all my stuff packed. I need a new seat box. My old Sundridge thing keeps smashing. I fell over on it when I was on the last mark, didn't I? And absolutely smashed it. So if anybody can recommend one, or better still, if any of you manufacturers out there want to send me one to use in every video. You know, 400,000 views a month I'm getting, so you know it'll do you good to send me one. Wink, wink. Anybody wants to sponsor me with a new seat box, email me, gkjfishing@gmail.com, and you'll be seen by 400,000 people a month. Does that sound like I'm begging? I'm definitely not begging. If somebody wants to send me one, do it. See you in a bit. Right, people, I'm not sure what you can see here, but my big light has just run out. The only light I've got is this head torch, and I've had it on and off all night, so I am going to have to move. Because if this head torch goes, I'm in complete darkness, and I need to find my way across them rocks and through that kelp back up to the car. So I'm going to literally cut this camera off now, and I'm going to make sure I get back there with this head torch, which I'm hoping lasts another 10 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. Should have had my light fully charged, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, safety first. I'd love to leave them rods in for a bit longer, but I need to get out of here. I need a light that lasts longer than that one, so I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back here, and I will get on that beach, and I will catch some more fish from there. Maybe even a codlin. See you in the next video.